Hello and welcome to today's episode of Producing with Gnosis. I am Gnosis, and today we are going to be going over a new track. Honestly, I forgot to name it, so that's fun. Okay, so here we go. We're going to dive right into it. Not going to do a playthrough because it's decently long, but we're gonna play and then I'll stop, explain what's happening, explain the different parts, and then we'll kind of keep going. So it's kind of a broken up playthrough of this track. So we'll start at the beginning. Okay, so at the beginning of the track, we have three different instruments. This one right here. Oh, what? Nope, this one. So this instrument, which is kind of our arpeggiator. And then we have this, which comes in right at the very end. Our pluck, and this simple isochronic tone, or sorry, binaural beat. And now we have this part of the song. Okay, and so for right here, we have this in the background, which sounds like. And we made this actually in a separate track. Both of the drops in this song we made in a separate track just because they were getting really huge and my computer was not being able to process all of that. So we might go over the drops in a separate video as far as breaking down each of the instruments in them. But we have this instrument on the top. It's kind of like a dark super saw. Then we have these right here. Oh. So that's kind of the lower lead for the dark super saw. Again, we still have the same arpeggiator and our plucks, and then we also have the main lead pluck. And that is what? Serum pattern 11. So this right here, which I believe is just one of the defaults in Serum as far as plucks go. I thought it was a really nice sounding pluck that fit the mood of the track. So now, at the beginning of the riser, here we go. So in this riser, we have this sub hit that kind of pitches down, and then we have our riser from the other track, and right at the end I just want to kind of hit on this point right here. So it kind of crunches out, and we'll go over in greater detail in a separate video on how to make all of that. Then we have the drop. Okay, and so right here, it goes back into the arpeggiator again with the down sweep right before that. Then we add the second arpeggiator right here, which has a couple other effects on top of it, mainly the ambio orbit, so that it starts going around the head. And we also slightly tweaked the way that it sounds so that it has some distortions that peak up. We'll show those right here. In this, if we go, you can see right here, this is actually linked to the distortion, the drive on the distortion, as well as pulling back the gain on the compressor. So every time this peaks up, it distorts, but also pulls the gain back so it's not overbearing. And it sounds like this. Okay, so I want to hit on this instrument right here because it's a new instrument coming in. It swells, and so it sounds like this. And so for this, there's a couple things that we have like in the actual instrument itself. First off, we're pulling back the detune, so that's what gives it kind of that good sound to it. Then we have this LFO right here on the fine tuning of it, and that goes at 32nd notes, which gives it that was it tremolo effect, and then maybe it's vibrato, but we do that on both A and B, and yeah, I think that's that, except we also should have, yeah, so we pull this automation right here. So if you look at it, it comes, so when it's first started, it's all the way at 100, so it's smooth, so there's not as much tremolo or vibrato. And so that gives it a really nice kind of swelling feel right there. So we're gonna continue from right here where we stopped. Alright, so thank you for watching. I don't know if that recorded. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Special thanks to all of our patrons on Patreon. We appreciate everything that you do. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so we can see you for the next video. Alright, see you next time.